take a look at Week 3's update for AP Stats. So this week, in Week 3, you're going to start working on wrapping up your chapter in preparation for your test on Week 4. Looks like here we have 2 days of Section 1.3 to wrap up. And then on Wednesday, you're going to actually have your second free response for this particular chapter, and that's all you have to do. So go into here, print out the free response, write up your answer, take a photo snapshot, and upload it. Again, remember free responses. If you are not happy with your score, you can do a free response reflection, and you can do a resubmission of this one time. Now there's actually going to be 2 more things you see on Wednesday in the flow of items. Before you can actually access this free response, you're going to see a link to the Chapter 1 Helpful Hints. I highly encourage you to read this before moving on. They're just some of the high-level points from the Chapter 1 book. In addition, there's going to be some vocabulary flashcards. These are more optional. If you're not feeling as connected with the vocab as you think you should be, feel free to try those, but it's not required. And then again, do your free response. Now on Thursday, you're going to start the Chapter 1 review. You're going to find this review in your packet. I highly recommend doing this review as you would the test. I believe this one is 10 multiple choice and 3 to 4 free response. I personally would do the multiple choice first in the packet and then actually go and click on the green puzzle piece on Schoology and get those answers graded. For the free response, you're going to want to write down your complete answers in the packet, but online so you can get some feedback, I have you do some fill in the blanks to get some ideas if you're on the right track. Now, what I also have in addition to this worksheet is a full-length video of me going over the entire review assignment. This particular video is about 36 minutes long. You do not have to sit and watch the whole thing. You don't have to watch any of it. If there's any problems you're struggling with, feel free to reference the video. Or also at this time, if you want to post any questions to the question board, I have Friday as a question board day. Feel free to use that question board anytime during the chapter learning, not just at the review time. And again, Friday there really isn't an assignment to do. It's just kind of more of a work day for you. If you want to start testing early because the test is scheduled for Monday, your multiple choice, and Tuesday, your free response, you can test on Friday. You just need to sign up for that testing time. So let's review how do you go ahead and figure out for testing. 2 things, where do you test and signing up for a time. Remember, if you go into the course resources here, if you click in here, there's going to be a link about your testing location and testing time, which was actually in our kind of welcome page on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday's assignment that you did. This right here is the testing based on your SPP and my teaching availability. Now when you look at this chart, if you see that your X identifies the time you should test, if it's in a blue, that means I actually teach a course that hour. So if you can just be a little more thoughtful at coming in, try to come in as soon as you can at the beginning of the hour because I will stop my class and get you settled because you're my first priority for testing. If you have a green box, it means it's my prep period. So it's very easy for me to test 2nd, 4th, and 7th hours. Now, first hour, you're going to notice there's lots of you that have that as their designated time. Depending how many of you sign up for first hour, if there's multiple students, I have to really figure out where you're going to test. So that's why I need to have you fill out the testing reservation form, which you're going to find on our homepage. So please fill out this testing reservation form at a minimum of 12 hours before you plan on testing. Again, especially if you are testing in one of those blue boxes where I have to teach with multiple students because I need more planning to figure out where you can test in a secure environment. If you sign up on this form in less than 12 hours before when you would like to test, you may not be able to test that particular time unless I can get something figured out on any time during the day. Again, if you want to test before any of the kind of scheduled due dates, that's fine. Just fill out the reservation form and I will take a look at it. Also, you can test, these 2 exams could be on the same day if you like. Chapter 1 is a 2-day test. Our next Chapter 2-day test is not until Chapter 4. The other ones are just 1-day tests. One of the things to keep in mind for multiple choice on the paper-based test, I do give you 2 choices. You will circle 2 options if you would like. You would put a 1 next to your first choice and a 2 next to your second. If your first choice is correct, you get full points. If your second choice is correct, you get half points for that one. That's my way to give you partial credit on multiple choice. Keep in mind these 2 posted days are the due date. You have a 1-week extension to get this test done as your deadline. So the following Monday of the 24th, the multiple choice must be done, otherwise you earn a 0. And the following Tuesday, the free response must be done, otherwise you'd earn a 0. Both of these exams, if they don't go well for you, are retakeable. You would just meet with me, we would go over your test, get you some relearning problems to do, and make sure you get your retake done within the 1-week window of the day that you take your initial exam. If you have any questions about what I've talked about, just please let me know and I will help clarify any questions you may have.